Assalamualaikum and welcome to another episode of Zealfit TV. My name is Azmir and today I'm just going to give you a progress report on project Zealfit 3.0. We are here at the current location and we have a lot of work to do. Namely, what I have to do is to actually bring down some of the pallets on the storage racks and then basically arrange them in a way so that we minimize the number of pallets that is going out to the new location. This is because we do not want to have too many pallets and then and what would happen is that we're going to take up too much space in the truck, and what we want to do, we want to optimize every space that we can get, because as you know, it's not cheap to move. I've got the current plan is to have 2 3-ton lorries or trucks, and plus one of those big I don't know what they're called, the one that can carry a car or something like that, and that's for the my reach truck. So that alone costs a lot of money, and we're not even talking about the equipment that I have here. So basically what I want to do is to actually rearrange the equipment on the pallets as efficient as I can and minimize the number of boxes. Secondly, we have a couple of items that are going out to the customer today, so that's good because then we don't have to bring those things to the new location. The most difficult thing that I have to do today is to actually move the double half rack right here into this particular wooden crate, because this is much longer than this one. So this is actually the 318 crate, and then this is the 235. So what I have in the 318 right now is 2 light racks. So they're very short, so I think it's better for me to move the light rack inside this particular crate and move the double half rack into this particular crate. Now the idea is to have everything as flat as possible, so that we can actually stack more pallets on the bigger crates, and especially for this one because it has a cover, so we can definitely put another pallet or a couple of pallets on top of the crate as we move them to the new location. But as you can see, the double half rack has a lot of parts, and I need to figure out the best way to putting this inside here while taking the light rack and putting them somewhere first and before putting them back inside this particular crate. All right, so I've got my work cut out for me, so let's just do it. Okay, I've done moving the double half rack from that particular crate to this crate. So as you can see, it's uniform on the crate, and then all I need to do is just put on the cover, and then we can just load it onto the truck and we can stack other pallets on top of this particular crate. I've also put the light rack, the flooded light rack inside this crate, and I can put some of the smaller stuff in here. Make sure that everything is maximized so that we don't have to have a lot of pallets. So let me just show you what I'll probably put inside that particular crate. If you can, so up there, all these boxes are the ones that I can put inside of that particular crate. So as much as possible, we will fit everything inside all the big crates, because they're the ones that's going to be at the bottom, they're the ones that's going to be at the bottom, so that we can stack the pallets on top of them when we move. So the plan right now, after meeting with one of the transporter guys, is to basically move this Saturday, which is, today's 29, 30, 31st, the 2nd of April. So we'll move everything, I'll just keep it in the warehouse, and then they will come on another day to bring the equipment upstairs. And then but before that, we must ensure that we have the floor. We're gonna put epoxy on the floor, and I don't want to use rubber mats because number one, I think they can get expensive. I wanted to put soft surfaces at the beginning, but it turns out that it's quite pricey even at the price that I'm getting. So probably going to use them for the dumbbell area, but the rest would be just bare flooring, because each station that we're going to have would have its own platform, and I think that's more than enough, inshallah. So obviously I don't want to spend too much money. I think I need to save some for my cash flow, and this is the best decision that I could make at this particular time. But only time will tell, God knows, Allahu Alam, but this is the best that I can do for now. Okay, right now what I have put inside this particular crate are all the other light rack, specifically the galvanized half rack. So we've got some space over here and obviously over there as well. So what we're going to do is put some of the volcano plates inside this particular crate. Now the idea is to make sure that we balance the weight on the particular crate, because once you lift it up using the forklift or using the pallet jack, sometimes it becomes a bit unbalanced. So it's best to be wary of where the actual weight is on the particular crate. So as much as I can, I'll make sure that it's balanced on both sides, so that nothing untoward will happen once we move everything out. Okay, so I managed to fill up this particular crate right to the brim. So it's time to put on the lid on the crate. So that's one crate done. As for this one, I'm waiting for the lid of my friend to actually bring back the lid, because he took it when we were at Space U8, and at that time I didn't want to use it, but apparently he still has it, and was kind enough to return it to me so that we can close this properly when we move the equipment. Alhamdulillah, I think I'm done for the day. I did as much as I could, and according to what I planned earlier in the day. So let me just show you the outcome. So basically I've managed to reduce the number of pallets that is going out by probably 2 or 3 pallets. So that's good. That means that we are able to probably stack most of them and fit it inside the truck, and we have space for other equipment to go in as well, which means that we can reduce the number of trucks that we have to use for moving. As I've said earlier, the equipment will probably be delivered later, probably in the next 1.5 weeks maybe, because what we're going to do is we want to prepare the floor for the showroom. Right now I'm inclined to basically put a layer of epoxy on the floor so that it looks really nice and glossy for the showroom. As well for, I'm not too sure whether I'm going to do it for the office area. I might, because it's not such a big area anyway, so we might as well just use whatever epoxy that we buy and just use everything for the flooring. Once that is done, then only we can move the equipment in. As for what you see behind me right here, so what I have is this big one, as I mentioned, and then that one. This is already empty. Those are just my files, which I'm still trying to dry from the flood. Don't think that it's going to dry, but I still need them. And then if you can see right over there on the pallet jack is one pallet, and then we got one over there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and probably 7 maximum. So I think initially it was probably 9 or 10 or thereabouts. So I'm pretty happy that I've managed to squeeze them down to did I say 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7. So that's it for today. I hope that you've enjoyed this particular vlog, and that you keep following our progress. Inshallah, we should be done. We have to be done before 30th of April, and then the 2nd of May will be our Eid. So I'm probably going to celebrate or rest for a few days, and then probably only then we will start opening up the new warehouse showroom for the public. So there's still a lot of work to do, but this is it for today. Alhamdulillah. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, but before that, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new here, And if you have any comments or concerns or anything that you want to share with me, if you want to ask about anything about the Eleco product, please do leave your questions and comments in the comment section below. If you need to get in touch with me, my details are in the description. Also, if you like this video, don't forget to click the like button. Alright guys, see you in the next Project Zealfit 3.0 episode. Ciao!